now fundamentally tethered to digital transactions, and different governments are now transforming their governments through the use of digital services to scale, to increase adoption, and DPI is a huge backbone for all of that. But at the back of that, it's important to know that data is now something that is so important, and there's a need for us to protect it. We need to have safeguards in place so that it's not being misused and we don't expose our clients and also data subjects to the risks that can occur. And what exactly are these risks? What is the cost of unsafeguarded transformation? Now, when data is not well safeguarded, we introduce systemic threats such as cybersecurity. Currently in Nigeria, we have seen that in the last 2 or 3 months, critical national infrastructure has been attacked by cyber threats, and different organizations are now trying to improve their security posture to ensure that they're able to deal with this. Other risks are AI-driven fraud, corporate data misuse, and cyber sabotage. It's been reported that global cybercrime damage is projected to surpass over $10 trillion. So there's a lot of money in that particular ecosystem. And because of that, there are people that are actively doing their best to harm our data or to hack into our system. So it's important that we are doing whatever we need to protect our data. And that's where digital trust comes in. When systems are built in a way that they are safeguarded, you end up building digital trust. And digital trust is a currency of the current economy that we are in now. But how do we build this trust? What does that mean? And in simple terms, building trust generally comes from just complying with data protection regulations and ensuring that the adequate safeguards are in place. This would accelerate clients' consumption of particular services and also increase adoption of particular services, and at the end of the day, increase exponential economic growth within our systems. So what is the invisible risks that we see from the use of data and now the infusion of AI? Traditional digital products were more easy to govern and administer because it was easier for you to come up with the data life cycle, understand what data life cycle is, and see the risk spots within this particular cycle. So compliance team could build their whole compliance structure using adequate data mapping, using record operating activities to understand how their data moves, what are the compliance requirements at each particular stage, and what are the safeguards to put in place regarding data protection and privacy. However, when we then bring artificial intelligence in, it becomes a whole different ballgame, and it then